So with that, fans had a chance to sit down and talk virtually with Plymouth State head coach Josh Funk in his first season at the helm here at PSU and get his take on the excitement, his road here to Plymouth State, and what's in store for this Panther program moving forward. But here at the end of one, it's Plymouth State leading 3-0. Hello, Panther Nation. Welcome to this week's virtual Coach's Corner with first-year head coach of the Plymouth State women's ice hockey team, and Josh Funk. Coach, thank you for joining us.
Thanks. Glad to be here. Glad to be a part of Plymouth State Athletics.
New to the program, new to Plymouth, a trip across country for you. Talk to us a little bit about your past and where you're coming from and what you plan to bring here to the program at Plymouth State.
I'm originally from Roseville, Minnesota. Grew up there, high school there, went to Gustavus Adolphus in southern Minnesota. From there, I've started my trip across the country. I went to grad school at Miami University in Ohio, where I was a coach for their women's club team. From there, was down in Texas coaching junior hockey, back to Minnesota to coach for a few years. Last year, I was at Robert Morris University for their D1 women's team in Pittsburgh as a volunteer assistant. And that led me back here to New Hampshire. I'm glad to be a part of Plymouth State hockey. One thing that I bring is a ton of energy and passion to the sport and to the coaching role. And that's something that I want to grow into my players. I want our student athletes to have a strong passion for the sport and strong passion for growing and developing. So one thing that we focus on a lot is individual skill development with our players. We say that systems keep you in games and skills are what wins games. So we are looking to develop those skills and just become stronger, faster, play quicker, and really just focus on puck possession part of the game.
Looking at things with your first year here at Plymouth State, last year, arguably one of the best seasons, if not the best season in program history, not record-wise, but stats-wise, getting the second playoff win for the Panthers, heading to the semifinals in the NEHC. But you lose a very strong senior class, probably the best one in just over a decade in the history of Plymouth State women's hockey, with the likes of the scoring, especially up front with Alexis Fagan. What have you seen so far in the early going with the preseason, the extended preseason due to COVID, that really excites you about the offense and possibly the defensive side here for your team?
Yeah, so we did lose a lot of scoring power up front, but the good thing is that our younger players have a lot of untapped potential. There's a lot of skill in our roster, and so this fall we really focused on harnessing that in and developing that, helping players understand where their strengths were and capitalizing on those opportunities. So very excited with the team that we have. We also brought in a very large freshman class as well, who is contributing and growing. So we have a good range of skill sets all across the roster.
Looking at the team a little bit more in depth, what kind of strategy are you looking to place both on the offensive side, the special teams? Are you looking to more kind of crash, get that second, third player into the corners? What kind of offense are we looking at here? And then special teams, as we mentioned, the power play. We've seen a lot of umbrella play in the past, a lot of shots from the point, utilizing the defense. You've seen Georgia McClellan being a captain this year. What are we going to see for Plymouth State here this season?
So the one thing that I preach to our players is puck possession. So I always tell them if we have the puck, the other team can't have the puck and they can't score. So that's really what we focus on offensively is we want to take our opportunities when we have them. And if we don't have them, we want to find ways to create new opportunities. So we don't play a lot of dump and chase. We won't play a lot of just throw it to the net and hope for the best. We want to look for the best opportunities that we have. Defensively, I have a defensive background, and so that's kind of my strength as a coach. It's very, very focused around discipline and structure. And so, we want to protect the house. We want to protect the middle of the ice, and we're really looking to up our block shots this year. Special teams wise, power play, we really want, like I talked about, the individual skill of our players. is want to capitalize on that. So I don't want to harness them into one type of system. I want to encourage them to play creatively and use their skill, use their hockey sense in those systems. So, without divulging too much into our systems themselves, really just want our players to play creatively. Just go out there and play hockey, have fun doing it.
You talk about protecting the house. You've got a returner, a newcomer to the team in between the pipes. Talk about the goalie battle that you have going on heading into the start of the season.
Yeah, our goalie situation is unique. They both get along great. They're really good friends, which is really nice to have on a goalie staff. We have experience in Olivia, having played 2 years of college hockey already and being a strong contributor last year. And then Amelia coming in had a great prep career, came in excited to push the pace a little bit. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. And with a season like we have this year, it's going to be really good to get them both a lot of experience, a lot of exposure, and see how they take that competition side of things.
Looking ahead, no conference tournament in the NEHC, no regular season for the conference as well. And now we just get word about a week ago that there's no NCAA tournament. How do you keep your team focused in this shortened season as you look to progress and move into next season?
So this year, yes, very unfortunate that we don't have conference games, don't have conference tournament, don't have the NCAA tournament. But it's actually been a blessing in disguise for us. Coming in as my first year, adjusting the identity, adjusting the culture, changing the focus a little bit. We've had a lot more time to focus on that side of things. And so we're in a place right now where maybe we wouldn't be in a normal season because we've had a lot more time to focus on that side of things. As far as staying focused, our players are really self-driven. They want to get to that next level. They want the team to get to the next level. So it really hasn't been tough on the ice to keep them focused on the task at hand. We've also been utilizing Zoom a lot. I'm sure that a lot of people have, but we will do mental skills development on Zoom when we can't get into the rink. We have done some team building. Right before Christmas, we had a U.S. versus Canada/Austria competition on trivia. So that was pretty funny to see how the Americans answered Canadian questions and how the Canadians and our Russian or our Austrian answered the American questions. So just kind of little stuff like that, keeping them engaged and helping them see that the bigger picture is what we're striving for next year.
Awesome, Coach. Well, thank you for your time. We can't wait to see you guys play this season, and good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thank you. One last plug I want to throw out there is we're doing a very unique thing this year. Since we can't have fans in our stands, we are having cardboard cutout fans in our stands. So there's links on our Instagram page and on our Twitter page. You can go there. You click on the link. Buy your cardboard cutout, and it'll get put into the rink. Right now, we have a handful in there already. We're going to add about 40 or 50 next week. So, the more we can get, the better. And it's always a great fundraiser for our team.
The more, the merrier. Absolutely. Coach, thank you for your time. Best of luck this season. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.